Hey, what's up everybody? Just gonna do a video on me going to Galaxy's Edge. I know I typically do like a daily vlog on something like this, but I went to Galaxy's Edge 4 times within like a couple weeks that I didn't want to make like 4 separate videos. I'm just gonna put them all into one like highlight video instead. Shout out to the people who put me on their list and reservations. So shout out to Dalen, you'll see him right over here.
Registration! Registration time!
Shout out to Steve, Tara, Eddie, Emily, Joe, and my cousins, my sister. So they put me all on their reservations, which was cool, and some of them kind of overlapped. I do like how they let you go into Galaxy's Edge from the Hungry Bear side. I don't know how they're gonna do it with the whole reservation system afterwards, but going through the Hungry Bear side, the first time going in, there's just like way too many things to like look at.
What do we do?
I don't know. Wow. Wow. That looks pretty amazing. It's like a nice lead up into the actual land and obviously to the Millennium Falcon. Of course, seeing the Millennium Falcon is one thing, and then experiencing the Millennium Falcon is another thing. Having to go into the loading bay and everything, it kind of does trip you out just because it's very, very accurate to what you kind of see in the movies. Just having to see those hallways while you're waiting looks so good, and then of course the lead up into the cockpit.
Supervise young ladies.
Oh wow.
Oh my god!
You better.
How do we shoot? Right directions. Push the flashing button to take off.
Hey, punch it! Punch it!
Move your stick. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick.
Oh my god!
Down. Hands are on line. Now let's go get that coaxium.
Do it, Emily!
Make the jump to light speed. Push it, push it.
Do it! Okay.
Left pilot. Hit the boosters.
Do I? You guys, what should I do?
Pilot. Make the jump to light speed.
Okay, I'm gonna do it one time. Oh, they do it for you! Oh, that's weak. That sucks. I thought it was really fun. Like the first time, I did not know what I was doing whatsoever besides just going left and right and like pressing one button. The gunner did not know there was a manual mode until the second time around. But that was just like press a button, just button mash. And then of course the engineer, I think the engineer technically is a little bit better than the gunner. You have all these buttons to press, which I think is really fun to do. Maybe the 3rd or 4th time riding that ride, kind of got the same because I didn't really see too much change in the ride. There was one time when I got the asteroid field and then one time I didn't get different scores, so I honestly don't know if you can expand more, and I wish you can expand more to this ride. So out of the 2 major things where you get to build, I only did one of them. I got to build a droid. Overall, going inside of the Droid Depot I think was really cool. I know for us, we were trying to wait for specific parts to come through. Sometimes they might run out of a specific color. If you're trying to do like one entire body, one piece is all you could be missing. It's kind of hard sometimes, but for the most part, everything was pretty fun. I didn't know what I was really doing. I built most of it without any help, which is cool. And of course, there's that parts where you're like screwing in things. But overall, it was cool.
Hit that red button.
Oh, that's it? Okay. This is going... Oh no! And then another big thing, of course, I got to go into the Cantina. I've already done that twice. If you're gonna go get reservations first, just because it's a thing that you have to do in order to get to it. Because I know we only had 4 hours, but with the new system, I don't know how exactly it's gonna work, but I think it's really cool. I think the theming is really on point. I like how they added DJ Rex from Star Tours inside of it. I've tried the entire non-alcoholic side, and I've tried kind of sips of the alcoholic stuff on the other end of it. I haven't done the really expensive drinks though, but for the most part, it's a really, really cool atmosphere that they have inside of it. Another thing that I really liked in this land, I really like the character interactions in there. They don't have a normal meet and greet like they'll be here at a certain time. They're actually just doing their own thing. Kylo Ren comes out of that ship by the First Order side. Rey and Chewbacca are usually going to be near the Rise of the Resistance ride area. That's where I primarily see them at. Chewie does Wookiee things. He goes to the X-Wing and he like fixes it with Rey. And I think that's kind of fun, especially if you're just walking into the land and you just happen to see that. I think that's really cool. Rey walks around different areas. She just talks to travelers and stuff. I think it's cool. So I got to try some food out over there. I got to have the Ronto wrap. I thought that was pretty good. Did not get to do the breakfast one, which I hear is kind of better. I did have that roast shock beef or pot roast or whatever that is. I think that was really good. I know it's a little bit on the pricier side for the portion, but for the most part, I thought that was really good to eat. And of course, there's blue or green milk, and sometimes in like video or pictures, the green milk looks yellow for some reason. But for the most part, I tried both of them. What team am I on? I think I'm going to be on team green milk. I like the more citrus flavor to it. Both of them taste really good. I think they taste like candy for the most part, but overall, I'm going to give it to green milk. As far as going into the shop area, I thought overall the design of that part looks really good. Each individual shop has their own characteristics, which I really like. The handmade stuff I think is a cool touch for it. But the only thing that I don't like is the fact that when you buy something you get in a Disneyland bag, it just kind of breaks the immersion. I wish there was something that didn't say Disneyland on there, you know? So what did I think about Galaxy's Edge? I think it's a really good addition to the park itself. I think I can't say exactly if I am in love with this park yet. I'm going to kind of save that just for when Rise of the Resistance comes out. And of course, when the reservation system is actually over with, because I just want to know how the flow is, if it'll be good to go on a regular day or if it's just going to be too crowded. I can only imagine what it's going to be when Rise of the Resistance gets out. Of course, they're saying like it's a 28-minute ride, so it's like if you're just thinking about how many people can actually get on there, if you could get on there, if you have to get there super early in the morning, I don't know how that's going to work. So I'm going to save my reservations of judgment of this land for a later time, but overall, from what they have, I think it's cool. If you're going to go, I think 4 hours is definitely enough for this particular place. I've been there 4 times already. The only thing is that every single time I'm going there now, it's starting to feel a little bit smaller. And I think that's like that with everything once you get really familiar with it. So try not to watch the spoilers and all that stuff, but experience it for yourself, which I did. I still think they did a really good job. I want to see if there's going to be any differences with Orlando. But overall, I had fun. All the people that I don't know how I'm going to edit this video exactly, but I shall peace out, alright? There, guys. Or actually, may the Force be with you.